Greetings from IIT Tirupati. I'm very glad to participate in this year's Sci-ROI Science and Research Opportunities in India program. I had the opportunity to participate in the 2018 event when it was held at University of Chicago. I was looking forward to participate in this year's event also, physically being there, but given the current pandemic situation, we've been going online for everything, including our teaching, our meetings, and so on. So I'm glad it's being hosted in this particular mode, and also it probably gives reach to more people through this mode. I will use this opportunity to talk about IIT Tirupati. As all of you know, it's a new IIT. So you may be wondering how much we have progressed and where we're going. So I'll make a presentation about our progress and what are the possible opportunities for young faculty members to join IIT Tirupati. So I'll share my screen and make the presentation. Okay. So what we see on the screen here is on the right side is the campus that has been already built. Actually, the picture there is almost a few months old. We made much more progress after that. Just to give you a little bit perspective, as most of you must be aware, we are the third generation IIT. We had the first generation IITs from IIT Kharagpur to University of Roorkee when it became IIT Roorkee. We consider them as the first generation IITs. And then in 2008, we had the second generation IITs that started. And in 2015 and 16, another 6 IITs started at Tirupati, Palakkad, Goa, Dharwad, Bhilai, and Jammu. So the 2 IITs at Tirupati and Palakkad have been mentored by IIT Madras. So I'm also from IIT Madras. I had come here in 2015 as the representative of the Mentor Institute, professor in charge to start the IIT, and then subsequently became the director in 2017 January. So there's been continuity on how we've been developing this institute. So we had the Foundation Stone program laying in March 2015. Among the new third generation IITs, it was the first Foundation Stone program to be held. It was a massive event where we had the then Union Minister, Srimati Smriti Irani came and laid the Foundation Stone in the presence of then Union Minister and current Vice President of India, Sri Venkaiah Garu, and the then Chief Minister and his cabinet representatives and so on. And it was a joint Foundation Stone program for IIT Tirupati, IISER Tirupati, and IIIT Sri City. So we have all the 3 of us had this same Foundation Stone program on the same day. In 2015, we started off with our BTech programs in 4 streams in civil engineering, computer science and engineering, electrical engineering, and mechanical engineering. And subsequently, in 2018, we started the BTech program in chemical engineering. I'm sorry, in 2019. We started our research programs in 2017 with the MS and PhD programs. And in 2017, also the detailed project report for setting up of this 6 new IITs was approved by the cabinet. Till then, we were running on an initial grant the government had given us. In 2018, we started our MTech programs in mechanical engineering and electrical engineering. And in 2019, we started the civil engineering program, MTech programs. We are looking at the completion of our first stage project. Actually, we have already built a part of the campus and moved in and started operations from there in 2018 itself. And I will discuss how our campus is growing. And by 2024, we hope to complete a full campus in all respects, which will cater to 250 faculty members and about 2,500 students and the associated staff. Currently we have in engineering, we have 5 departments, including chemical, civil, computer science and engineering, electrical engineering, and mechanical engineering. Actually, our civil engineering department is called civil and environmental engineering. And we also have the 3 sciences, mathematics, physics, and chemistry, and the humanities and social sciences program. The full-fledged departments with PhD programs in all the 9 departments. And MTech programs in 4 of the departments. Chemical engineering will probably start next year. MSc programs in mathematics and statistics, physics and chemistry. Last year in 2019, we started the MSc program in mathematics and statistics. And this year we are looking for, we have started the MSc programs in chemistry and physics. In the immediate future, we plan to start a materials science and engineering department, and also we want to start a school of design. So this will be probably a couple of years down the line when we start these programs. We have identified a few thrust areas in terms of interdisciplinary research, addressing also the national needs. So the first thrust area is in the area of smart infrastructure, where we bring in people and cyber-physical systems, where we bring in people with different backgrounds, whether it's civil engineering, communication, electrical systems, computational, e-governance related issues, and also the humanities side of setting up smart cities and smart infrastructure. And the second area, I will talk a little more about the cyber-physical systems a little bit later on the technology innovation hub that we are setting up at IIT Tirupati under the cyber-physical systems. The other area that we have identified is food technology and precision agriculture. We have found that among the 23 IITs, only IIT Kharagpur has a department of agriculture engineering and food technology. And given the state of Andhra Pradesh, which is a primarily driven economy is driven by agriculture, and if you take Tirupati and its surroundings, the district where Tirupati is Chittoor, processes about 25% of all the mango pulp, manufactured in India. It happens in this particular district. So there's a lot of industry-related food processing in and around this area, and AP is one of the largest producers of rice, vegetables, fruits, aquaculture, and so on. And the new trends of bringing in a lot of the AI, precision agriculture technologies, all those things we felt we should focus on. And there's a new emphasis today in a lot of the applications in the area of agriculture. So we want to be a major player in that area. And in fact, we have been hiring consciously one of the former directors of CFTRI, Central Food Technology Research Institute, is joining us to drive this initiative. Then the other area is energy. Now this is again where we have the science departments involved, engineering departments involved on alternate energy sources, talking about the grids, smart grids, energy storage. And right now we are in the process of setting up a center for energy in association with ICER Tirupati. The fourth area is materials and manufacturing. Once again, we are located as an institution in a strategically close to Chennai, which is a major manufacturing hub of the country. One of the largest private industrial parks in the country, Sri City, is very close to us, which is about 60-70 kilometers from our campus. And the triangle between Chennai, Nellore, Tirupati is being seen as a huge manufacturing hub. And Tirupati has been identified for the electronic manufacturing as an electronic manufacturing hub by the state of Andhra Pradesh. The fifth area that has evolved as we have brought in our faculty members and the collaborations is the area of atomic, molecular, and optical sciences and technologies. And in fact, a few weeks back, we have inaugurated the Center for Atomic, Molecular, Optical Science and Technology jointly between IIT Tirupati and IC Tirupati. We found that we have a critical mass of faculty members working in this area. And this was inaugurated, and there is a lot of people have starting to reach out to us on how they can collaborate with us, whether it's in quantum technologies, quantum computing, and then in the area of optical sciences and so on. Another area we have identified from the beginning is education technologies, as we have seen, and it's become in the current context of this pandemic, where we're teaching everything online, or pedagogical methods are have to be calibrated to in the current context. This technology became very important. So we are, initially we were a little slow on taking of this, but now we are positioning ourselves to be a major player in the education technologies. Right now we have, including the batch of the BTechs will be joining, the admissions of the BTech first years has been delayed a bit. Including that, we will be about 1,050 students. So that's a pretty fast growth for an institution that's 5 years old to get to that. And we're almost at the level at which we had envisaged in the DPR. So the current BTech batch that will be coming in is about 223 to 225 students. And our MTech programs and MSc programs are growing. Every year we're adding more programs. So we have about 178 MTech and MSc students. And then we have about 40 MS scholars and about 140, nearly 140 PhD students in our institute. And one of the things that we have been fortunate is from the beginning, we had about 17% female students. This is consistently, of course, now there's a conscious drive among the IITs to create extra supernumerary seats to increase the female strength. But from the beginning, IIT Tirupati, from the first batch onwards, has had more than 17% female students. As I told you, we've started the new MSc programs this year, and last year with the MSc program in maths and statistics. One of the things that we've been fortunate is to have 5 very senior faculty members mentoring us from the beginning. 3 of them from IIT Madras, 2 from IIT Kanpur, Professor Kishore and Professor Raghavendra from IIT Kanpur, and Professor C.P. Rao from IIT Bombay. So these senior faculty members have been, taking a lot of interest in how to develop the programs here, bringing their experience. Since we have a lot of young faculty members, this has been worked out very well for IIT Tirupati. So currently we have a sanction, initially the government sanctioned certain number of positions. We had 93 sanctioned positions, and we have filled up all the 93. That's another big success story for IIT Tirupati. Already 87 are existing here, and 6 more offers have been made, and they'll be joining in the next couple of months. The location of IIT Tirupati, we're very fortunate to get this beautiful site, a 548-acre site on which we are setting up our campus. Actually we are closer to Srikalahasti. The campus, the main railway junction in this area is Renugunda Railway Junction, and we are only about 14 kilometers from the Renugunda Railway Junction. The airport, Tirupati Airport, is just located about 12 kilometers from our campus, and it's an airport that is expanding. The plans are to make it an international airport. And the Tirupati town, so when our permanent campus, we move all our operations. As I told you already, the students are living there. The classes are happening in the permanent campus. So a lot of the focus is shifting to permanent campus. But initially we started off from a temporary campus. We hired a building from an engineering college on the Tirupati Renugunda Road, which is about 7 kilometers from Tirupati town, about 3 kilometers from the Renugunda Junction. And right now, many of the faculty members still sit in the temporary campus, and the administration is temporary campus, but the students are all in the permanent campus. So that way we're very well connected. Renugunda Junction has about 65 to 70 express trains. I'm talking in general. Today, because of the pandemic situation, there are a lot of trains have been cancelled, but we'll get back to normalcy. Before the pandemic situation, those I'm talking about, there were so many trains. This is the temporary campus building that we have set up. The mountain you see at the background is the Tirumala Hills mountain, where the famous temple is. And what we did is, in 2015, we hired this building, completely renovated it, and set up our undergraduate labs, classrooms, library. So all the pictures you see below is what we quickly modified, renovated this whole building, and got it ready to get started off. So this is the plan of our 248-acre campus that we are building on. The campus is, there's a national highway that is going past our campus, and about 18 acres of land is on the other side of the national highway, and about 530 acres is to the west of the national highway. And to the west of the campus is a mountain range, so we have a beautiful mountain backdrop. So the plan is, in the 18 acres on the other side of the highway, we're going to create a research park. So we have set it up to create a research park. So it's a pretty reasonable size land. We set up to give you a reference, the IIT Madras Research Park, which is probably the biggest research park, academic research park in the country, is on 12 acres. So we have set aside about 18 acres. We are putting an underpass to connect up the two campuses. So what we did is, as soon as the academic session started, we wanted to start creating infrastructure on campus. So we built what we call a transit campus. But transit campus is part of the permanent campus. And this is at the, if you see the left corner, bottom corner of the campus demarcation, that's where we built our transit campus. I will give you more details. The master plan we have prepared a master plan for the campus. In fact, the first thing we did as soon as we got to campus to do an ecology report on the campus. We hired an ecology company to come and map the whole campus, flora, fauna, because we border a national forest. At the back of us is a national forest. And we got a master plan done for the long-term plan of 12,000 students. This may, to give you a reference, the IITs that started in 1950s and early 60s, they are at now about 10 to 12,000 students. So we hope to reach there in probably in 25, 30 years. What took them about 60 to 70 years. Of course, because based on the lessons we've learned on how the first generation, second generation IITs have been set up, I think we can go on a much faster trajectory. So what you see here is a plan that has been done for a 12,000 student campus. We have the academic zone, we have the student hostel zone, and then we have the residential zone. And what we are building immediately, what you see in white color on the screen, what you see on the yellow color on the left bottom is what we have already built. What you see in yellow color is what we are building right now. This construction is under progress. We are building, I will explain to you what we're building. So the master plan is for 12,000 students. Phase 1 up to 2024, a full-fledged campus in all respect of 2,500 students. But by 2022, we would have a reasonably completed campus where all operations will be happening on the permanent campus, which will cater to at least 1,200 students and about 100 to 120 faculty members. So we are bringing in a lot of sustainable construction practices, a lot of smart, we're trying to build a smart campus. This is what we had already built and fully operational, as I told you, is we have 2 laboratory buildings, which are housing currently the laboratory electrical engineering and workshop. We have a classroom building. We have a dining facility, which caters to about daily 400 students at a time. And we have built now we have built the 6th hostel is also ready. This picture is the original concept that we had prepared. And an indoor stadium with shuttle courts and gym, and an outdoor stadium along with tennis courts, volleyball courts, so the sports facilities. All these are fully functional in the permanent campus from 2018-19. And we have used a number of sustainable technologies in building this. We're sort of a showcase campus in sustainable technologies. So this is the campus that has been built and fully operational. But this picture is about more than about a year old. So we have new hostels that we have added. So these are some of the hostel buildings that we built. We have also generating solar power on the rooftop of our laboratory buildings. So we are able to accommodate nearly 1,000 students on campus right now in terms of hostel facilities. The laboratories we have built this pre-engineered buildings because we can build them very fast. We have brought in a number of new innovations like polished concrete flooring, no tiles, so you polish the concrete to mirror finish. We have solar rooftop. We're using 48-volt DC fittings in all our hostels. So considerable energy saving. Solar power is generated solar. So as DC, we use that directly. So all the, if you go to hostels and the classroom building, all the lighting, fans, everything work on 48-volt DC. And of course, initiatives like sustainable thing. So in recognition of what we have done, we have got a couple of awards for sustainability. The Griha Award, one of the most prestigious sustainability awards in the country. HUDCO has given us this award for sustainable construction. And in our first year of operation, we got the Swachh Campus Award. The government of India is now promoting the Swachh movement all over the country and even for campuses. And within the first year of operation, we were ranked number 6 in the country. About 2,500 institutions participated, and we were ranked 6. So these are some of the labs that we have already set up, fully operational for 2 years, more than 2 years now. This is only representative. We have many more labs that are operational. And in the next stage that we are building, the contract that we awarded, about 600 crores, which is in spite of the pandemic and in spite of a lot of economic activity coming to a stop all over the country, and a lot of construction sites have put on hold. We have gone ahead with not to stop the construction, initiated it quickly. We right now have about 800 to 900 workers working on our construction site. So these are some of the buildings that are coming up. The building that you see in the foreground with the flag will be our administrative building. Then we're building a classroom complex, 2 department buildings, which will house about 100 faculty members and associate labs, and a central instrumentation facility. So this is the construction in progress. What you see here is the contract was awarded in June, in March, but because of the pandemic, work could start on the lockdowns. When the day the lockdown was lifted, the contractor started in June first week, the contractor started mobilizing, and you can already see the foundation works for the department buildings have been completed. So it's moving at a pretty fast pace. So these are some of the buildings we're building, 2 department buildings, a lecture hall complex, which has classrooms from 250 seaters to 120 seaters, 60 seaters, 30 seaters, whole bunch of them. Then the administrative building, all the buildings will have concrete, form finish concrete finishing. That's been the architectural feature that we're going to try to bring out. So all these buildings, some of these buildings, for example, the department block 1, we're trying to get it ready by December 2021 so that we can move in most of our faculty into the campus and most of the labs into the campus. Where the rest of the buildings we're hoping to finish by the summer of 2022. We are building a large central instrumentation facility, over 30,000 square feet, 3,000 square meters, which will have all the facilities to set up all the high-end instrumentation. And we have the funding already lined up for all the procuring equipment for this. So as the building comes up, will be the high-end microscopes and SEMS and all these kinds of equipment. We are also building 168 apartments, 80 faculty apartments, and 88 for staff. Two more hostels, which will add another 1,000 rooms, 500 to each hostel of 500 rooms, a central dining building. So all these are under progress. For example, the residential buildings, some of them foundation work is already done. They're starting the superstructure work. One of the hostels foundation is already done. There's a lot of activity on campus. The students are quite active. They have about 14, 15 clubs, including photography, dance, both the technical clubs and the cultural clubs. The students host an annual techno-cultural festival called Tirupati, which has become an annual feature here, and a lot of initiatives on bringing in art. Even if you look at our logo that you see at the bottom left, it has brought in a lot of, it's a unique logo which has brought in a lot of art motifs from the Kalamkari art, which is very famous in this particular zone. And Kalahasti, actually from our campus, we can see the Kalahasti Gopuram, though it's 10 kilometers away. So that town of Kalahasti is famous for Kalamkari art. So we brought in a lot of motifs from that in how we design our thing, and we're trying to bring in art elements into the campus also. We've been made very good progress on research and consultancy. Faculty members, full-time faculty members started after, the director has been appointed. Only then we can appoint full-time faculty members. So many of them have started coming in only in 2017. And so the major chunk of them came in 2018 and 19. So in spite of being here, many of them for less than 2 years, we already have 53 sanctioned sponsored research projects from various agencies, including DST, SERB, Naval Research Board, and so on. So many agencies. Also, we fund our internal faculty members when they come. We have funding to the tune of about 20 crores. As soon as the faculty come, we give them about 2.5 lakhs to set up their computers, their printers, office equipment, and other things. And then subsequently, they can write for a grant, the same initiation grant of 20 lakhs, which will help them get started in the research so that they can go for bigger sponsored research. But being a new institution, we'll also have reasonable funding available under the DPR to bring in a lot of the latest equipment. So a lot of the equipment that we have is all the latest, up-to-date, state-of-the-art. And also, the faculty members are getting involved in a number of consultancy activities and so on. So about 25 crores of sponsored research and consultancy have been in the last 2 years. The faculty have, you have to understand that they're starting from scratch. It's not like an existing IIT where all systems are set up. You just come in and you can see. People are also building up the campus. In spite of it, we've made very good progress. And we've also started a number of international collaborations. We have MOUs with a few universities abroad. Some of the very active MOUs are with Texas A&M, University of Calgary, and so on. And recently, we've been awarded the Technology Innovation Hub. I'm sorry, it's not technology, it's Technology Innovation Hub under the National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems, CPS. So this national mission, which is about a 5,000 plus crores national mission, are setting up 25 technology innovation hubs across the country. And almost all the first generation IITs and almost second generation IITs have been able to get this, and institutions like IISc and so on have got this. And as a third generation IIT, we've been been able to put forward a case that we have the capability to take forward this level of taking forward this major initiatives. And for position and precision technologies, we've been identified as the technology innovation hub for the country. So this has been awarded to us about a month back, a little over a month back, and we are right now in finalizing the DPR, but the project has been awarded to us. We also, as I've already mentioned, set up the Center for Atomic, Molecular and Optical Sciences and Technologies, jointly with ICER. This center is again creating a lot of buzz in the country. There's a major initiative in the country on quantum technologies. There's 8,500 crores or so, over 8,000 crores initiative the government of India is coming up with. And we are trying to see if we could be one of the major hubs under this initiative also. And then we have almost all the major CSR labs, about 8 or 9 CSR labs. We have MOUs, very active collaborations evolving with them. Now we are in the process of setting up with collaborations with agencies like DRDO, ISRO, and so on. Okay, some of our faculty members have also been recognized for their teaching and research contributions. So some of you may be interested in the recruitment process. I had mentioned earlier that we have 93 sanctioned positions and we have filled up all 93. But with the increase in student strength, in the IITs have a sanctioned faculty strength of 1:10 ratio between faculty to student. So we will be hiring another 12 to 15 students in the next 1 year. 12 to 15 faculty members, not students. And the areas in which we are going to be hiring are being finalized right now. Right now we are in discussions with various departments based on our thrust areas for research, based on the requirements of the departments. We're trying to identify this. So we're hoping to release this advertisement sometime in late October, early November. So once the advertisement is released, the candidates have to apply against the advertisement. We will do a shortlisting process. Usually this process, depending on the department, depending on the number of applicants, takes anywhere from 2 months to 3 months. And then we do the, if it is a smaller area, we'll do it faster. And then the shortlisted candidates who are called for interviews will have to come and do a research seminar, and also, especially at the assistant professor level, we expect them to demonstrate their teaching capabilities also. There's a small module to demonstrate that. And then there's a formal interview with the expert committee, and the candidates recommended by the expert committee will be made offers. So please watch out for our advertisement late October, early November, where we will be coming out with areas that we'll be looking at. Certain areas that we have, one area that we've been very keen and finding difficulty in finding faculty is in the area of statistics. We have started this MSc in mathematics and statistics, and with the emphasis on data science, and of course our computer science department are working on that. We also want to build a very strong statistics team, and this is one area we are finding great difficulty in finding faculty members. But the other areas will be, of course, all the latest areas will be advertising. As I already mentioned, we will give you a support of 20 lakhs to kickstart your research, to get equipment, basic equipment or basic facilities for your starting your research. But as I told you, we are in the process of procuring state-of-the-art equipment in all the labs. So the faculty members will have an opportunity, in addition to this 20 lakhs, being able to get some equipment, provided it can be shown that it will lead to major research breakthroughs for the institute. The other big advantage that we have, the Indian Institute of Science Education Research, ISER, their campus is just coming up, about 250-acre campus is just coming up on the same road as us. They're about 3 kilometers from us. So we have strong collaboration with them. We are doing a number of initiatives together. We're trying to complement each other in terms of the research facilities we are setting up, so that we can create a bigger ecosystem in terms of the access to instrumentation and other things between the two campuses. We're also trying to enable teaching of course, already our faculty have been going and teaching at ISER. ISER faculty have been coming and teaching at IIT Tirupati. And we're also looking at transfer of courses between the institutes, co-teaching of courses, co-guiding research. As I already told, there are already 2 centers of excellence, one in the atomic, molecular, and optical science area. The next one that is getting finalized is the one on energy, but we're going to be working on many more of these initiatives together. So that's a big advantage. And Tirupati is a town which has large number of institutions around, in terms of universities, in terms of labs, ISRO labs at Gardanki, the NARL, National Atmospheric Research Laboratory, and so on. So the state is also looking at Tirupati being one of the major educational hub in the country. So and we will probably be playing a leadership role on how this evolves. So a lot of opportunities that are there that are coming up. So we'll probably be having an interaction session lined up. So if you have more questions, you can write to us. and also look forward to this interaction session later on. Thank you very much.